I don't think I've ever watched anyone find things funnier than you. Like, you laugh hysterically at some stuff that I don't think is funny, but I then laugh because you think is so funny. Like, I'm thinking of a video where you were doing some sort of character creator and you were like messing with the slider and you made a character like really skinny. And you just started hysterically laughing at like how skinny this character was. And I'm like, that's not even funny. But you are like dying laughing. And then you like superimpose like a picture of a stick over it to be like, this character is as skinny as a stick. I don't know why you talk like an old man in my head. That makes no sense at all. But are you like do you go to grocery shopping and just start laughing at Lunchables? Like, what happens?
See, I think it all comes, from my family personally. My brother kind of started making videos before me. He doesn't anymore. He kind of did it for fun for a while, but I think it involves how I was raised as well. The culture I was raised in, because I live in Mexico, and the culture I was raised in is more of a poking fun at everything kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, until recently, of course, but the way I was raised is like there's no boundaries. There's not a lot of limits to what you can make fun of. If it's the Lunchables, if you can find a way to find that hysterical, just go ahead. And like I said, the culture I'm in is just poking fun at everything. And I think maybe that has a thing to do with me finding just about everything hysterical. Even when I'm editing videos, for example, like today I'm editing, another Discord's Got Talent. All these little edits I do, I just watch back over them and I'm like, wow, that is really fucking funny, but it doesn't make sense. But it's just funny. So it's like I just like poking fun at everything, making a funny situation out of maybe the most normal thing ever, So I guess that has something to do with the way I find things.
Have you ever been in public by yourself and just started laughing at something? Because this has happened to me before. So I have, whatever disease that you also have, where I will just start thinking of things as being super, super funny in my own head. And like for example, the Lunchables tweet that you made me laugh so much because I had a memory of years ago. I was going food shopping. I was by myself, and Lunchables came out with this like new branded version that was extreme. It was like extreme gamer Lunchables with like lightning bolts and like, Xbox 360. You could win it if you only eat. But meanwhile, Lunchables is the most mundane, like boring. Like, sorry, Lunchables, you're not going to be sponsoring the Create Unknown anytime soon. But it's like tiny discs of like bland crackers and like weird meat.
Processed food on a cracker.
It's the least extreme thing. I can't think of anything less extreme than Lunchables. But maybe. Dude, eating cat food would be way more extreme than eating Lunchables. So no, you're wrong. Eating Lunchables is, if someone was having trouble sleeping, okay, I think that you could go to their house and just eat some Lunchables and it would put them to sleep. That's how boring Lunchables are. But the packaging was trying to make it out to be like this epic gamer journey. And I just started laughing out loud by myself in public, and I've never felt crazier. Because here I am hysterically laughing, holding up Lunchables at the supermarket alone. So when I started watching your stuff and I saw you laughing at, things in the same ballpark of laughing alone at Lunchables, I was like, maybe Quackity is my son.
Oh, okay. There you go. We learn something new every day. See, in that tweet in particular, that tweet says, "Don't eat Lunchables; they give you diarrhea." I think that's how it goes.
And I was thinking of that about 10, 12 minutes ago. You were explaining the Discord stuff, and I'm holding back laughter. You weren't saying something funny. You were talking about the nuts and bolts of like Discord politics, right? And I'm thinking of this Lunchable tweet You tweeting like Lunchables give you diarrhea or something, and I'm like suppressing the laughter on this, thinking, how do I even bring that up? So I'm so glad that you guys got to the processed meat of this whole thing.
See, it's like going back to the same thing. I love, just kind of mixing funny stuff with, normal everyday shit, So it's like the process. I remember that making that tweet specifically. The process behind making that tweet is just a mixture of things. That day prior in the morning, I ate something. I remember what I ate, but I just got a super bad stomach ache. I think I actually did have diarrhea. And so I was just scrolling through Facebook and I see a picture of Lunchables. I'm like, shit, if I ate Lunchables, would it give me diarrhea? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to tweet out, don't eat Lunchables, it gives you diarrhea. So it's stuff like that, it's a combination of different things that actually happen throughout my day that, causes me to tweet things. Like my tweets, probably like 90% of them are based on things that happened to me that day.
But the funniest part to me about the Lunchables tweet was that there was a follow-up tweet that was essentially like, yes, I did get diarrhea. It must have been the Lunchables. It was like...
There you go. It's like, yeah, probably at that follow-up, my stomachache got worse. So like, let me go follow-up to that tweet.
So it's funny how your real life gets filtered through your funny brain and then ends up into your content. Yeah, into these tweets, into these videos that are just wholly unique as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.